Hi, today I want to show you how to make some simple gifts. It's a nice day, well, it's a cold day, but it's a nice day for a hot cup of tea. And this is tea that I've infused myself, and I'm going to show you how you can do it for yourself or as a gift. So it's very simple to do. You can use either loose black tea or loose green tea. Either one will work. It's your personal preference. One has a higher caffeine count. One is considered to have more health benefits. It's purely your choice. Anyway, I'm going to be using black tea. In the morning when I first wake up, I like to have a cup of black tea myself. So that's what I'm going to be doing. I have here one of my mason jars. And so I'm going to put this funnel there so I don't spill too much. And I'm going to take a cup of my tea here. So I've got that, and I'm going to pour. It's approximate, you don't have to be exact. I'm going to pour that into the funnel and get that into the jar. So I've got, I'll show you in a second, I've got a cup of tea. As I said, I'm using black tea for this. Okay, so it's filled the jar about halfway. Now I could add another cup of it if I wanted, and I might do that by the end of this. Anyway, this tea that I'm going to make will be orange cinnamon spice tea. So what I'm going to do with this, first of all, I have taken my trusty meat tenderizer. I took a cinnamon stick and I smashed it up pretty well. And that's, I would estimate a heaping teaspoon, not much more than that. And I'm going to add that to the tea. It's as much for the visual as it is for the spice. So that's in there. Okay, it's kind of hard to see, I guess. And I've got here orange peel. And again, it's as much for visual. It does add flavor. It doesn't add as much flavor as the essential oils that I'm going to be using. So I'm going to add about a tablespoon. It's a little shy today, but I've got about a tablespoon of my orange peel. And I've got that in there. Okay, I'm just going to stir it up a little bit. Okay, and as I said, adding the cinnamon stick broken up and the orange peel, it's just as much to create a visual effect for the tea. I can smell it. I don't smell it as well as I will once I add the essential oils. So I've got my orange. It would be the orange vitality, which you can take internally. But as I've mentioned before, this orange is the exact same. Now, orange is not an overwhelming scent, nor is it an overwhelming taste. So for this 1 cup of tea, I'm going to start with 3 drops of orange. And I'll add that 1, 2, 3. And if a 4th one goes in, that's okay. I don't know if I'm going to need more. What I'm going to do is let this sit for a few days and check it. Now, when I go to add the cinnamon, again, it's cinnamon bark, and there is a cinnamon bark vitality, so you know you can take it internally. This is a stronger smelling, stronger tasting oil than, say, the orange. So I'm going to just start with 1 drop. I add 1 drop, and it doesn't want to come up. There we go. And so those are added to the tea and the spices. I'm going to cover it, and I want to just blend it. As I said, I may decide to add more tea in which case I'll add more of the spices and more of the oils, of course. But what I'm going to do is let this sit for at least a few days before I check it. And I'm going to check and see if it smells strong enough for what I believe would be a good taste. I may add more of the oils, the orange or the cinnamon. And I'm going to wait at least a week before I feel that this is ready to be used to steep. Now, I said this could be a gift. So if I were going to do this as a gift, I would then transfer the tea into a different jar, a smaller jar probably, a more decorative maybe. I'm not sure. I have lots of jars, so I would do that. Or I may decide to keep it for myself and that. But if I'm doing it as a gift, I would definitely do that. Put it into a different jar. And I could then include a small jar of infused honey with it, maybe some cinnamon infused honey or orange infused honey or thieves. Thieves infused honey would be good with this, and I'll be doing another video to show that. So that would be the first tea that I'm making tonight. The second tea I'm making tonight is going to be lemon tea. And again, that's what I have in my mug here. I love a strong black lemon tea. And I do have honey in here and lemon infused honey. So it's the same principle as what I just did. I'm going to get another jar and I'm going to add more tea. And this time I have lemon peel that I'm going to be adding. And again, that's for the visual. But then I'm also going to be adding lemon oil because that's where the real flavor is going to come in. And personally, I like a strong lemon tea. So I'm going to make another 1 cup, and I said you could use green tea or black tea, and I could easily make 2 cups of tea. So I've got a cup here, or a half a cup I should say, and I'm adding that. And there we go with that. So, add a little bit more there. So right now I'm adding the tea to this jar here. And it's very easy to find loose black tea. I can find that at a lot of the grocery stores and that, or I can go online and find it. Green tea you don't see as much in the grocery stores, but you can go online and order loose green tea. So black tea tends to be a lot easier to locate. Now, I've got that. I'm going to add my lemon peel. Again, about a tablespoon. And the smell of fresh lemon peel, this is great. It does smell good. 1 tablespoon of this in here is going to visually make it look like it's not just black tea. And already I can smell the lemon, but it's not as strong as it's going to be once I add the oil. So I am going to get my lemon oil, and again, since I love a strong tea, and I know that the lemon vitality, it's not an overwhelming smell. It's not an overwhelming taste. So for me, I'm definitely going to add a number of drops. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. I'm going to start with that. And I am again going to let it sit for a few days before I check it. And it's going to sit for at least a week. I often will let it sit for 2 weeks just because the flavor seems to meld together and be even better that way. So I've got that. Oh yeah, it's got a nice lemony smell. Now, if I were doing this as a gift, again, I might do lemon infused honey with it. I might do lavender infused because lemon and lavender go so well. I may just simply put this in a nice decorative jar and put a little 5 milliliter bottle of the lemon vitality and make that the gift and go from there. But these are easy gifts for yourself or to give. And the orange cinnamon and the lemon are only two of the flavors that you can make. When you're working with the Young Living Vitality oils, the possibilities are really endless what you can do. And so I just showed two simple ones. Perhaps your creativity will come up with some more. And hopefully I gave you an idea for quick presents that you can make to give. Homemade gifts are always just, it shows that you've given more thought. And especially if you couple it with a small bottle of oil, or if you couple it with infused honey, or even if you make some shortbread infused in with an oil, any of that would make a really nice gift for someone. And so hopefully this helps you. Any questions or comments, get back to me with that. Anyway, have a great evening, and I'll see you soon with some infused honey. Bye-bye.